Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. The absolutely stunning Solmane palette from Oden'S Cosmetics, which I reviewed a few days ago, is launching today, and I am here to give you 3 more looks with it to remind you of the launch. And I thought I could also show you some more of the highlighters. If you have not watched my original review video on the whole Solmane collection from Oden'S, I highly recommend that you go and watch it. There is 6 blushes, 6 highlighters, there is a ton of new eyeliners that they came out with, and of course this stunning palette, which is the focus of today's video. So highly recommend that you go watch that video. And then in today's video I will be showing you 3 different looks with this palette in addition to the one I created on the review video, and I'm super excited to get into it. If you are shopping this new Oden'S collection, don't forget to get 10% off using code PATTY10. So you can enter my code PATTY10 at checkout to get a 10% off of your purchase, or I believe that if you click the link that I have down in the description box of this video, the code gets automatically applied for you. So one or the other, but definitely save your 10% on the collection. I'm honestly really obsessed with this palette, and you can definitely see the quality of the shadows by my eyeballs right now. I love this look. Anyways, before I get into the 3 eye looks, I figured I would show you more highlighters applied. So in my original review video, I applied a couple of the highlighters, and they were extremely like sparkly, attention grabbing ones. And so today I grabbed the 2 shades of highlighter that are a little bit more natural looking, and I'll apply those in case you were interested in seeing them on the cheek. Before I do that, I'm going to apply Sunset Clouds to my cheeks, which was my favorite blush from the collection and the only one that is a true cool tone. I love it. And now that I've applied the blush, I'm going to go with H102 Pink Star on this cheekbone, and I'm using a Wayne Goss number 5 brush to apply it. Again, if you have not watched the review video, I highly recommend that I do very detailed swatches of everything. I worked really hard on that one. Okay, so here is H102 Pink Star, and then on this side I'm going to apply H103 Warm Sunshine. Using the same brush, I lightly wiped it off, but same brush. Ooh, I love this one. If you want a natural looking highlighter, I think I would definitely go for Warm Sunshine. Now, it is not natural looking, it's, you know, pretty glowy, but it is the least sparkly out of all of them in my opinion. I love it. It looks really pretty. Alright, so now that you've seen a couple more of the highlighters, let's get into today's 3 looks. I want to begin the first look with something nice and warm. So I'm grabbing the color Warm Light with my REPHR number 15 brush, and I'm going to add it to the crease of my eye as my transition type shade, starting on the outer part, and then once the color is deposited, just moving it forward a little bit. Once there's barely anything left in my brush, we are blending that top edge by doing back and forth teeny tiny motions all throughout any edges. And as you can see, we now have this really beautiful wash of warmth all over the crease right there. To deepen that up a little bit, I grabbed the color Solar on a REPHR number 1, and I'm going to start adding it on the outer third of my eyelid, and then with the tip of my brush just lightly blending it into the yellow shade. This orangey shade is absolutely stunning. You can definitely see that it has a little bit of fallout down here, so be careful when applying it, or do as I'm doing today and just do your eye makeup before the rest of your face. With a REPHR number 28 brush and the color Eternal, I'm going to tap that shade right in the center of my eyelid and blend it back into the orange a little bit. And I wanted to put on this shimmer shade before I decided whether or not to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. And now that I have it on, I am going to darken up the outer corner a bit because I don't like my eyelid color to be darker than the outer corner color. I feel like the outer corner should always be the most like sultry, sexy, defined part of your eye look. So I'm going to put this shade on and then we will go back and darken up the outer corner. And by the way, as you can see, this shade is absolutely beautiful. To darken up the outer corner, I have the color Black Hole on a REPHR number 14. And I'm just going to lightly blend it into the outer third of my eyelid on top of that orangey shade. I grabbed as little as I could because I wanted to just deepen it up a little bit, but not a ton. But as you can see, all of these shades are super pigmented, so it still darkened it up quite a bit. Back with a little bit more Solar because I don't want to lose it. I'm going to put it all over the outer corner and blend it into the crease a little more. And if you need to, which I feel like I do, go back with your big fluffy brush, the one that you applied the original yellow shade with, and just make sure things look blended. With my REPHR number 2, I'm going to grab the color Starry Sky and I'm going to put it all the way in through my eyelid. Starry Sky is definitely a toppery shimmer type of shade, but you can do a few layers of it and get it to look a little bit more intense, which is what I want to do right now. And I'm defining my crease up here with my REPHR number 2 brush. Okay, so this Warmth Dream right here that I am absolutely loving is the top of the first look. I'm going to do some makeup and I'll be right back to finish it up. I'm back with some makeup on, so let's finish up this eye look. I'm going to start by using the color Black Hole right underneath my eye. I keep forgetting how pigmented this color is. Wow. I'm using a REPHR number 3 brush and I'm going a third of the way in. And then I have the color Warm Light on a REPHR number 26 and I'm going to smoke that out. So I'm running it over Black Hole and a little bit past it. And I'm going to add that same color all the way to the tear duct area. Ooh, we definitely need a little bit of the warmth of the orange. So I'm going to go back and just add a little bit of Solar right here. Not all the way to the inner corner, but throughout the outer half of my eye. And with a clean REPHR number 1, I'm going to blend this outer corner in because I didn't really mean for that weird wing thing to happen. I just got too much of the color Black Hole, so I'm going to blend it into the rest of the eye look with a clean brush. Now, last but not least, a little bit more starry eye on the inner corner with the REPHR number 28. And this right here is the finished first look. I just used one of their gel liners on my waterline in this beautiful yellow shade. This is the shade 003, and let me go ahead and put on some mascara. Here is the first look with just a little bit of mascara on. Alright, and now I put on a pair of Ardell lashes, and this is the final first look with lashes on and all. I have to say, I am in love. During this 3 looks 1 palette, I definitely wanted to combine the different color stories that this palette has, and I did not do it for this video because I feel like there is no other color combination I could have done with the yellow and the orange shade that would have looked prettier than what I did. I don't know, I just really love the way that this came out. It's nice, it's glamorous, elegant, beautiful, glittery, sultry, etc. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to look number 2. Let's start with look number 2, and the first color I'm grabbing is the color Soft Cloud, which is this super soft light blue shade, and with a REPHR number 15, I am stamping it around the crease of my eye, blending it upwards from there. I do have an eyeshadow primer on today. I'm using the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer, which is my favorite. Of course, all of the products that I am using in today's video are linked down in the description box, so you can find everything down there. So this is Soft Cloud Just blend it all around the crease of the eye. With a REPHR number 1, I grabbed the color Neptune and I'm going to deepen things up with it. So I'm tapping it lower than the first one, but still on the outer V and through the crease to intensify the blue tones ever so slightly, or a lot. I feel like this is pretty pigmented in comparison to the previous shade. Going back with the REPHR number 15 just to make sure things look diffused up here. So here's that color Neptune applied and blended. And I'm going to go into the color Nebula, which is the deepest blue shade, and I'm going to put it on the outer V of the eye and just blend a tiny bit of it into the rest of the blue shades. The color Nebula can be built up to be super intense. I did it in my review video and I do not want that. I just want a little bit more depth right back here, but not a lot of intensity. And back with my REPHR number 15, once again, I'm just making sure everything looks blended. With a REPHR number 28, I'm going to grab the color Hallucinations and I'm putting it right in the center of my eyelid. And with my REPHR number 2 and the color Deep Space, I'm going to just sort of tie it into the outer corner of the eye. So I'm using Deep Space kind of as a transition between the two. And I love me some sparkle, so I love the way this is headed. I'm going to intensify it with my finger a bit. Blend it back here into the blue shimmer. And then also with my finger, I'm grabbing the color Meteor and I'm going to put it on the inner third of my eyelid. Still using Meteor on a REPHR number 28 down. I'm going to define the eyelid space. And I am loving where this is headed. Let me clean up the fallout. I was going to stop here, but I feel like it's missing something. So I'm grabbing the color Galaxy on a REPHR number 1. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that color to the outer corner of my eye. And I don't want to lose the color Deep Space, so I'm going to add it back here. Okay, a little bit more purple. I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong. I think I was missing purple still. Sorry, I'm going back and forth a lot. I was just trying to fix it. So this is the number 12 brush that has a little bit of Neptune on it. For some reason, it was kind of hard to combine blue and purple. I was not expecting that, but here we are. So let me put on some foundation and concealer and I'll be right back and we'll finish this up. Back with some makeup on around my eye, and I also went ahead and applied my waterline eyeliner. This is the color 007 from the collection. So let's finish up look number 2. With a REPHR number 3 brush, I'm going to put on the color Galaxy right underneath the outer third of my under eye. Make sure it mixes with this situation back here. And then with my REPHR number 14, I grabbed the color Neptune and I'm going to run that one all the way in to my tear duct area and diffuse the purple with it back here. And lastly, a little bit of Mercury right here on the inner corner, bringing it in. And I'm using a REPHR number 28 brush for this. And this right here is look number 2 before any mascara or lashes. I feel like it is a perfect combination between purple and blue because I have a lot of both. Back with mascara on, this right here is the Ilia mascara. This is how look number 2 looks with just mascara. And this right here is the final second look with this stunning Oden'S palette right here. I absolutely love how this ended up, how it turned out. I was a little skeptical right in the middle there. I'm sure you guys noticed with that outer corner and like it not properly blending into the blue, but then, you know, we got there. It took a little bit of patience. It took me figuring out that I just needed to add more purple, but here we are. And I really love the way that this look turned out. Having done this purple blue look and another pretty much fully blue look in my review video, I think for the third look I'm going to focus mainly on just the purples. Let's go ahead and move on to that look. Back to do the third and last look, and I am starting with a purple eyeliner in my waterline, again from the collection. This is 008. And the first color I'm going to use is the color Dream from the palette, which is a super stunning and actually pigmented pastel purple. And I am putting it around the crease of my eye using a REPHR number 15 brush. We are going to do a halo eye, so I'm going all the way in to my inner corner with the brush right here and just blending it back and forth until I'm happy with the level of opacity, which I feel like I am now. So for my next step, I'm grabbing the color Galaxy on a REPHR number 1 brush, and I'm going to put it on the outer corner of the eye and also the inner corner of the eye right here, blending it upwards into the crease and start blending. And I'm going to make that shade meet right here in the center of the crease. So from the inner corner all across and the outer corner, and then back with my REPHR number 15. Nothing else added to it, just whatever remaining transition color it had. I am making sure that the two colors are really nicely blended into one another. Now that the two colors are nicely blended into one another, I'm grabbing a teeny tiny bit of Nebula with my REPHR number 1, and I just want to mix it into the purple back here just in order to make it a little bit darker and a little bit more cool tone. Literally a teeny tiny minuscule pinch, and this is exactly what I want it to look like. Just a little bit more depth right here, but it still looks very purple, just a bit more intense. With the tip of my finger I have the color Meteor, and I'm going to pat it right in the center of my eyelid. You can also use a brush, but I found that it just takes a little too long to use a brush. This is a little faster. I am going to use a brush just to like define this upper part right here. That is so pretty. And with a teeny tiny bit of Starry Sky, I'm going to add more dimension to the center of the eye by tapping it over top. Just like this. So this right here is the top of the third look. Let me go ahead and do my face makeup and I'll be right back to finish it up. Back with some makeup on, let's finish up this look, and I'm going to start with like a teeny tiny bit of the color Nebula right down here. Just a teeny tiny bit right there. That's all I needed. And then over top of that, still using my REPHR number 3 brush, I'm going to put the color Galaxy a third of the way in and a little bit more Galaxy right underneath my tear duct area right here. Switching to a different number 3 brush, or you could just clean yours. I grabbed the color Meteor and I'm putting it right in the center of my under eye, right down here, and Starry Sky right over top of it. And then with the REPHR number 26 brush, I grabbed the color Dream and I am going to blend it all throughout my under eye area. Lastly, back with Starry Sky, we are doing the inner corner highlighter. And so this right here is look number 3 before mascara or lashes, and I am loving it. I love halo eyes. I feel like the under eye of this one looks even better. I screwed something up over here and it's extra shimmery, but this looks fire right here. Anyways, let me be right back. I think I forgot to come back with mascara only, and if I did, I apologize, but this is the look with lashes and of course mascara on, and I am obsessed with the way that this one came out. I love a halo eye. I love the sparkles in the center of the under eye, matching the sparkles in the center of the eyelid. The inner corner color is everything. Obsessed with the way that this one turned out. I'm back, and I definitely hope that you loved the looks I created in today's video as much as I loved them. With this beautiful Solmane 2 palette from Oden'S, I am obsessed with these formulas and this colorful but wearable color story. This palette is incredible. It retails for less than $40. I forgot the exact amount. I want to say it was like 32 something. very affordable. Plus you can get a 10% off discount by using my code, or if you have another favorite creator who has a code, their code. The point is, do not check out without getting your 10% off. As I said in my review video, this whole collection from Oden'S is top notch. I've enjoyed playing with the highlighters, the blushes, the palette, and the eyeliners. Everything is amazing. So happy shopping. If you liked today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave, and also if you like these looks, please don't leave without subscribing. I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.